let's say hi to Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy, who's on the Good for Utah Road Tour. First stop, Sand Hollow State Park, and she's on the water. Hey, Alana.
Hi, Brian. You know, when the air temperature is colder than the water temperature, you go, why not? Why not? So we're here at Sand Hollow State Park for the first stop on our Good for Utah Road Tour. There are a ton of folks out there on jet skis just enjoying the water, and the water temperature is in the low 60s, and we're sitting in the mid 50s. So I said, listen, my hair's not going to look good anyway. Let's do it. So here we are getting ready to go. But first we have to talk about the forecast. Right now at Sand Hollow, we're sitting at 54 degrees, significantly below average as this wet weather has moved in statewide. We've got two different systems that have been impacting us, and that's going to continue as we get through tonight. So are you headed out? Well, I just want to warn you, because you're going to see some wet weather. We've seen consistent rain in the desert. Doesn't happen often, but sure happening right now. As we take a look around me, you can see the dark clouds, but we are actually seeing a lull in the action. Live view from the Black Desert Sky Cam in Ivins, that's just down the road, and we've got storm clouds with rain coming down in that area. So all throughout Washington and Iron County, wet weather has gotten a good grip on the Beehive State today, and we've seen thunderstorms along the Wasatch Front. Now, Wasatch back seeing more thunderstorm activity, but we're going to see it in the front as you take that live view from the south. It kind of just tells that story. Looking at the forewarned radar, you're able to see exactly, let's start with the satellite, where that low is. It's got a counterclockwise flow, and in the last few hours, it's pushed moisture. So storms are actually storm motion today, moving to the east. You notice that there, and that low is in the desert southwest over Arizona and bringing more moisture to southern Utah. It eventually will move, but not today, which is why that wet weather holds on. Forewarned radar kind of pinpoints exactly where we're seeing those thunderstorms, and you see them towards Evanston, but pushing up into Utah County and the backside of the Wasatch. In southern Utah, it's a swath of moisture in Washington County, and gosh, we've got plenty of it. Right now, a bit of a break, but we know since the storms have that eastward motion, as we look that way, there's some clearing. We could get a break in the action as the mountains, Pine Valley Mountains, pick up snow. Winter weather advisory in effect for the southern mountains. Speaking of snow, live view from Bryan Head. They're underneath this winter weather advisory. Until noon tomorrow, we watch that snow level drop from 9,000 feet to 7,500 feet while the valleys are dealing with rain, and it's starting to come down again. Hey, all right, I told you, the hair didn't have a chance today. Winter weather advisory noticeable on that graphic there, and you can see exactly 3 to 9 inches for those areas above 7,500 feet. Northern Utah, unsettled temperatures on the cooler side. We've got a lot of 50s out there right now, 59 in Salt Lake City. We've seen mid-50s in Hurricane down towards St. George, only 54. We're warmer in Salt Lake than we are in St. George. That doesn't happen often. Two systems at play here, and they really keep things interesting. Along the Wasatch Front, the threat of a thunderstorm will stick around with any daytime heating. We add to that instability as you look at the next several hours, temperatures decreasing to where we are in southern Utah. How's that for a little bit of a mind spin there? But we'll see the 50s with wet weather potential and the thunderstorms sticking around. Thunderstorm threat into tomorrow encompasses the entire state. Wraparound moisture. Tuesday stays soggy. This is why. Wraparound moisture with that counterclockwise flow. And showers for our Tuesday. As we look at that thunderstorm threat, we know that it's going to be the entire state, and our Futurecast kind of walks you through wet weather potential heading into tonight and tomorrow. So spine of Utah with that wet weather, storms pushing east. I do think we could see some downslope winds for areas in northern Utah, especially the benches. I don't think it will be terrible, but there's potential that we do see some gusty conditions. There we go. You can see where the storms are popping into northern and central Utah into our Tuesday. Active skies and showers will hold on even into central and southern Utah. As we look at Wednesday, it looks like it will be tied to the higher terrain. Thursday, we start to dry out and warm up. Regional forecast for tomorrow, below average temperatures with the 60s in Salt Lake and southern Utah. Next 7 days in Washington County, unsettled through the midweek with thunderstorms, high pressure building. We get 90s and sunshine. That's why Sand Hollow should be on your list. Here's the Wasatch Front, and you notice those numbers also warming up, some 80s expected, but we still see the chance of wet weather holding steady. We are live on the Good for Utah Road Tour. We started at Sand Hollow, and I'm out. Brian, back to you.